I swore to myself I wouldn't be honest this time. It was all just for fun, but now I'm blurring the lines. I know there's some things I'm not supposed to say to you. I know it's just 3 words, but sometimes they're so taboo. I guess you caught me with my inhibitions down, and now you're hearing all the secrets from my dirty mouth. I'm gonna need you to come wash it out and kiss me, 'cause I don't know how to shut my dirty mouth. My dirty mouth. Can't keep from talking now, I'm just biting my tongue. I can't shake that filthy feeling of falling in love. I know there's some things I'm not supposed to say to you. I know it's just 3 words, but sometimes they're so taboo. I guess you caught me with my inhibitions down, and now you're hearing all the secrets from my dirty mouth. I'm gonna need you to come wash it out and kiss me, 'cause I don't know how to shut my dirty mouth. My dirty mouth. I never do this. No, it sounds stupid. You're playing with my head. I say too much when I'm drunk. Oh, and here I go again. Here I go again. You caught me with my inhibitions down, and now you're hearing all the secrets from my dirty mouth. I'm gonna need you to come wash it out and kiss me, 'cause I don't know how to shut my dirty mouth. Hey, hey, my dirty mouth. Hey, my dirty mouth.
Boom! How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pigeon. Whew. My name is Andy Bumatai, and I will be your host. But we have a special guest host here from all the way. But it's not a one-way. Stop it, Andrew. Miles Wilcox. I was trying to say it's not a nonstop flight from Boston to here, is it?
I could have done a one-way straight from Boston, no stops, but I was actually coming from Pittsburgh because I was teaching a summer camp in Pittsburgh for musicians with disabilities. So
World traveler, you. Anyway,
I'm everywhere.
welcome everybody. We have a special co-host, Miles Wilcox, aka Medium 7-Up, and you'll see him in the chat there. How are you?
I'm doing great, Andy. Thanks so much for having me again.
Oh, you're very welcome. So you come every year. We always get together when you're in Hawaii. How long were you here this time? Where have you been? And what's going on?
I did a whole month. I sandwiched between, so I just mentioned the camp that I taught in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I sandwiched my trip between that and the camp that I have to teach back in Boston at Berkeley, which starts on Monday.
Wow.
So I was here a full month. So I always stay in Haleiwa. That's sort of like my home base. Hey, everybody. Hey, namaste, Zen. Hey, guys. Hey, Gina. Hey, Lady Misty. Hey, Mama T. So I always stay in Haleiwa and do some inter-island trips. So went to Maui, jammed with Kenny and Kavika, Eluakane. Went to the Big Island, saw Tina Rose, and went to Kauai, saw JoJo Girl and Colleen. So,
in fact, you know what? Do you want to do the what I did on my summer vacation pictures now, or we can do them a little later?
Whatever you think.
You're the guest host.
We can save it. We can leave people in suspense.
In suspense to see how many people you've actually got together with. But let's go to the big board and say, how's it to some people? What say ye? Okay. Here we have Pualani. She says, hey, I see you came, Mariana. And there she is right here. Oh.
Hey, aloha, Mariana. I was just thinking about one of the drops that we filmed. Do you remember?
I do remember that.
Mariana remembers the torture drop where I said, crack seed. You know what you got to do?
No, you poor thing.
You just got to pop the whole thing in your mouth.
But I don't. I can't. Let's not go there. Because I said how evil. Anyway, there's Felicia.
Hey, Felicia.
Our front row hottie, and your JoJo girl. JoJo, hang out. We have a picture of you, Miles, and your mom, right?
Yep. Hey, JoJo. So good to see you.
Lady Misty, aloha. No, Kevin Frazier, can we plug Miles' scooter sale?
You know what, Kevin? I would not hate that. I would not hate that
Go
at
ahead,
all.
so people know what you're talking
Well,
about.
if you're on the island of Oahu and you want a scooter that's about 29 days old, I got a Niu brand kick scooter. I spent $700 on it.
Yeah.
And I would love $500 for it. Yeah, I'll come to you. I'll deliver to you in not anywhere.
On Oahu. I might want to take a look at that.
Yeah.
And it's brand new.
It's brand new. It goes up to 20 miles an hour. 30-mile range. And charges in like 5 hours. It's really nice.
Talk about what it's like to take on the bus.
It's pretty heavy. It's almost 50 pounds. It's like 48 pounds or 46 pounds.
Yeah.
But it folds. So I just fold the handlebars down, and it fits underneath the seats, like the handicap seat, the accessible seating in the front of the bus.
Yeah.
So I just slide it under there. I mean, I ride it around, in towns, but I'm not like taking it from Honolulu to Haleiwa. So
is it legal to ride on the sidewalk? Have you looked into that?
So it is supposed to be ridden on the street, actually. Bike lane or with cars. I do with caution and in context. Some contexts ride on the sidewalk just because there's some spots where, it's just super dangerous.
Look at this.
So.
Mariana says, almost been 3 years now since I've been to
gosh.
Hawaii. Hoping we'll come again for a 5-year anniversary.
Oh, that would be awesome.
They got married here, remember? And
They did their honeymoon here.
And that's when you tortured her. DJ Smoke, are you better?
Aloha Smook.
The Smoke Meister, front and center. Hey, there's Darlene S. Hello,
Hey, Darlene, with her picture in front of the wings in Haleiwa. I know exactly where that picture is, and I think of you when I drive past it.
There you go.
I love
And
Pat
there's,
Pat and Ellen.
saying, how's it to Thomas the Turtle?
Oh, aloha, Thomas.
Hey, Eric S. Aloha, gangi, medium miles. Medium miles.
Medium miles. Thank you very much. I will take that. Hey, Eric.
There we go. Okay. Oh, there's JoJo girl, and she says, "Oh, Miles, how are you doing today in Hawaii?" You know what? I think this is her picture, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on.
Let's see if we can find the JoJo Girl picture. Yeah, because I just saw them. There we go. There's JoJo Girl and Colleen, aka Kawaii Sis.
Yeah.
I was just there last weekend for the Bone Dance.
For the bond then.
Yeah. And JoJo took me on a tour of Target where she works.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we went, had a great lunch together at Lily Coy's. Went to the Bond Dance, and then I was only there for like 24 hours almost. And then we went and did brunch at Tip Top Cafe and Hotel.
Oh yes, I know that. That's the place.
It was fantastic.
There's a law that requires you to go there if you're on that island.
And I read about that. That's why I had to go. Exactly.
And Love Pat Pat wants to know, Andy and Miles, shirts from Tori Richards? I don't even know.
Mine actually, it's 3 letters. RJC. Does that sound familiar? I didn't recognize the brand, but it said made in Hawaii. This is a
Don't know.
this is a Goodwill find.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
So these are not Tori Richards. These are Goodwill. Well, actually, mine is Savers. So
I went to Savers.
in Kalihi.
Yeah. Yes. And it was when I was on my way to another island, I think. So I didn't have time to grab stuff.
Ooh, look at Hattie Wilcox.
Oh.
I know. But let's
Hi,
go on
Mom.
the big board and see that cool avatar. Look at that.
Thanks for staying up late, Mom. She's all the way in Connecticut, so it's
is she?
9 p.m. there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Staying up at 9 p.m. is late?
Well, no, that's not.
It is for me.
I guess it's a school night for her. It's a work night.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't today Friday? Oh, no, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
Duh. You think I'd know.
What day do you have your show, Andy? You have your show on Thursday?
Well, by the way, we're taking August off, okay? Because I'm going to take this rat's nest here and redo the whole thing. You can probably tell, say there's Miles way back there, but it's, I'm doing a lot of green screen stuff, right? Here's the shot this way. But what I want to do is take this whole thing and, do it better, so, and which, by the way, will probably involve, repainting the walls.
Oh,
and see this green screen back here. You guys can't see it, but it. See, look here. This was what my. Wait a minute. Hold on. Doot. That's what it really looks like, right? But we put these backgrounds there. But what I want to do is put a real background because I termite tented the whole house, right? And the guy says, that paper on the wall, the termites were probably between that paper and your wall. So when you pull that wall off, there'd be all these termite holes. He goes, because they don't eat to the end. They eat, and when they think the paper's the end, so they eat, and it's like, oh, man. Like my life isn't difficult enough. Okay, hey, look who's here. OG Sumo Vibe. Hey, come on, Cursor, get over there. Alex, say hi to the OG right there.
Sumo Vibe.
Let's throw him on a big board. Okay, there you go. I want to. It's still on Twitch. That bugger. Check out OG Sumo Vibes. I don't keep up with what his shows are, but he does music and an eclectic blend of it, no less.
He's got good taste in music.
He does.
He's got good taste.
He does have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great photo, Miles. How did you take that, with your phone?
Yeah, that was a selfie.
Oh, okay.
I do the 3-second timer so I can hit the button and then stretch my arm out even more.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my
You
hack.
gotta get a selfie stick. Come on, man. They are like $10.
Oh, I don't know if I could splurge and go for that, Andy. Ooh.
Well, maybe when you sell the scooter.
Ooh, say hi to my friend Nadia. Nadia's coming in from Massachusetts.
Where's she at? Oh, there she is.
There we go. Hey, Nadia. Nadia's my teaching partner on Saturdays at the Berkeley program for students with disabilities. So we were teaching the Pittsburgh camp together, and Nadia is a superior music educator. She's fantastic.
And coming from you, I got to tell you, that's high praise. Okay, let's do our first editorialized video here right after we say how's it to Mad Statter.
Hey, Mad Statter.
Right? She's saying hi to DJ Schmook and a bunch of other peoples. Okay, so this one has to do with the Oprah of China accidentally being responsible for the killing of a bird. And it's not cheap. Check this out.
China says she is heartbroken over the killing of a protected bird on what used to be her North Shore property.
In an exclusive interview, she says she didn't order its death and donated the multi-million-dollar property to avoid a long legal fight.
From President Barack Obama to actress Halle Berry, media and cosmetics mogul Yusai Khan has a wall of fame in her Hawaii home and lifetime of global experiences, detailed in her new book, The Most Famous Woman in China.
BYU was my school, and I literally grew up 4 years, 16 to 20. I was in Laie, and I wanted, when I saw this piece of land.
That's like Mad Statter. She grew up in that same area.
I thought how wonderful it would be.
But last year, controversy erupted at her 4.7-acre property at Marconi Point in Kahuku after the death of her protected native mole, Laysan albatross, named Ho'okipa. State investigators reported a grounds worker threw a rock at the bird's head, angering conservationists.
What was your reaction when you heard about the bird?
You know what? I mean, it's a terrible thing, but brother, that's a good shot. You know how hard it is to hit a bird in the head? And that's the only place that would really kill him, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
being killed.
Of course, I was very sad. There was a bird that was raising that bird eggs on my property, and we were so excited. I'm not a bird killer. Hey, I'm a daughter of a horticulturist.
Khan says she wanted to create a kukui and taro farm for the community and was in Europe when it happened.
What happened to the groundskeeper?
I don't know. I do not know. Honestly, I don't know. And I have never met him. I don't know him, actually. I think we didn't even hire him directly. We hired someone else to clear our weeds for us. And that person hired him.
Khan could have faced $1.5 million in fines for alleged violations, but says rather than a long legal fight, she decided to donate her more than $5 million property to the North Shore Community Land Trust.
Score!
I don't have the time, nor the energy, or the age to try to fight everything. Even though I love nature, as I said, my father was a horticulturist. We had a farm before. I'm certainly not going around killing birds.
She says she was not aware of the regulations over her land. And in a statement, the DLNR says it agreed not to pursue criminal charges and that Khan is not required to admit fault.
But I do care more that the land is now under the stewardship of people who know how to take care of that land.
Wow.
Now, in a statement, the North Shore Community Land Trust said, quote, "We will make the highest use of this opportunity to advance our efforts to fully restore this amazing coastal dune environment."
You know, you can talk when these things are playing, you know, Miles.
Yeah. I mean,
Or you were just in shock that a bird was killed.
I mean, I guess it sounds like she did the best thing that she could. I mean, bummer that it came like basically. She's not related to the problem at all. It just basically happened on her property, right? You know, so, but I'm glad that she...
But being the land owner, she
Right,
is
it comes back to her.
responsible, of course.
Yeah.
Think about that, a $1 million fine. So, and she said, you know what? It's just easier just to give them the land, you know?
And I mean, keep Hawaiian land in Hawaiian hands. So, like, I think that's a good...
I think it worked out great.
Yeah,
It worked
yeah.
out great. How cool is that? Because
Wow, wild.
think about it. You know, someone who could afford to give away a $5 million property could probably fight a $1 million suit well
Right.
enough that, you know, she could bring it down at least. Or
Yeah.
here's $1 million. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like she's
Yeah.
kind of a decent person.
Well, here, look, Matt Statter says, sounds like she was trying to use the
Right,
property
exactly.
in the right way anyway.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
maybe the bird goes, I got an idea, and stuck his head in front of the rock.
Let's blame the bird. You're right, Andy.
It's the bird's fault. He just said, I'm going to take one for the team.
Yep.
I know. I
Yep.
think that
Yeah.
was. Yeah, and here, Darlene thinks it's a win for Hawaii. I do, too.
Yeah.
I do, too. Okay. So, you know, you were just on Maui, right?
Yeah, I did. Well, last I was on Kauai this last weekend, and then 2 weeks ago, I did Maui for 2 nights and then Big Island for 3.
The reason I'm asking is because this next video is about short-term rentals on Maui. Now, 2 days would be considered a short-term rental. Was it expensive? Was it difficult to find?
So I, because I play with, visit Nalus to hang out with Kenny and Kavika, I wanted to stay in Kihei. So I actually, I look for, hey, Terry in Scotland.
Hey, thank you.
Raiders. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, party of tree.
Big party.
Big party. It's big as a tree.
Ooh, that's
There
big.
we go. By the way, speaking of Kenny and Kavika, boop. Let me see if we have something here. Oh, no. What happened?
Oh, there we go.
Aha, it takes a while. I think.
There's Eluakane, plus Kavika's wife, Terry, who danced hula for some songs, which was so great.
Which one's the wife there? Oh,
Down below.
Kavika's
And then,
left.
and then in the white sweater, that's Jan, who is a friend of Kenny and Kavika's, who I met at Nalu's 3 years ago, and see every year when I'm here.
Oh, how cool is that? Hold on, let me get you out of the way. We can see you're blocking that person. And who would that be?
I don't know who that is.
That's a beautiful necklace. Where'd you get that?
Oh, thanks. My dad got it for me in Moorea, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
very
Yeah, I've
nice.
had this for a long time.
It's like a whale's tail,
Exactly.
and a hook at the same time.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's put us back up into the shot here.
And actually, so Jan, I hang out with when I'm on Maui. My first year that I met her, she was so nice. I told her like I was going to the airport the next day, and I was like, I'll be getting on the bus, and she was like, "Oh, I'll just drive you to the airport." I was like, "What?" So she took me to the airport. We've hung out. She actually moved to the mainland. And then I was texting her, "Oh, just got to Maui, like wish you were here." She calls me and she says, "Guess what? I'm here."
No way!
She bought a place in Arizona, and guess what? Arizona's like in July.
Wow.
It's not so nice. So she decided to come cool off in on Maui for a few weeks. So
Larry,
we got to meet
Lady
up again.
Misty thinks amazing smiles. Oh, good.
And Jan taught me the phrase Maui magic because
What's
there's
that?
just when magical things happen on Maui. So meeting her was Maui magic.
I see, because of the
Yeah, just serendipitous.
very cool.
There's and at Nalu's, I met people who are from Massachusetts. There was one guy that lives on Maui that's like was a firefighter like outside of Boston.
You
And
didn't
then-
say, "Hey, can I catch a ride home?"
No, he lives here now.
Oh, he lives.
Yeah,
there. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And someone else who was a real estate agent who was like, "What
But
neighborhood
anyway,
do you live in?"
I want to get back to the subject. So, did you you were able to find a short-term rental?
So I
expensive?
Yeah. I mean, I do go on Airbnb, and the rental price is pretty much the equivalent to
A scooter.
The fees, no, the fees and the cleaning fee and the taxes and everything. So if you see it's $150 a night, which it's not. But if you saw
not.
$150, then it's like actually you end up paying like $300. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, the locals are after the short-term rentals big time.
Yeah.
Here's the news.
Maui's Planning Commission faces a very important decision regarding the future of thousands of short-term rentals.
That's right. After listening to hundreds of testifiers over the past month, they're still debating. Chelsea Davis.
This meeting began at 9 o'clock this morning, but it's actually a continuation from last month's meeting because they couldn't get through all the testifiers.
Wow.
Those for and against this proposal are equally passionate, creating a major divide within the community. The bill would convert more than 7,000 transient vacation rentals, or TVRs, also known as short-term rentals or STRs, within apartment zone districts on the island into long-term housing for local people. It comes as a direct response to the Maui fire disaster and housing catastrophe, which has forced approximately 4,000 residents to move away.
Our culture is being less and less practiced because we gotta work 2-3 jobs just to pay one mortgage. So it's hard to be Hawaiian and live in Hawaii because of the system that we live under. And the root of the problem is the affordable housing.
What is the plan to make sure these condos actually benefit local families and don't end up becoming even more second homes? Will that be part of the bill?
Wow.
Passing this bill in its current form and just hoping that local families can compete against mainland second home buyers and investors without a plan is very concerning.
Maui County Council has the final say to either approve or reject this bill. Now, if this measure is approved, it will go into effect for West Maui properties July 1st of next year and for the rest of the county on January 1st, 2026. Reporting in Wailuku, I'm Chelsea Davis for Hawaii News Now.
Yeah, you can't have locals displaced from their homes after the Lahaina fire like that, and then not do anything about it, and then have these places that are, I mean, sometimes sitting empty.
Well, for 9,000 people, it's too late.
Yeah, and like, I mean, even though I am pro this bill, I agree that definitely they need.
Well, I love the guy's concern that what he's worried about is that they take these short-term rentals and then some guy goes in there and buys it and uses it as a vacation spot, and lives in Arizona.
There needs to be a second step, which is actually getting them into the hands of the locals that need them. Yeah.
I know.
Definitely.
Let's see what Mariana has to say. Not Hawaii, but my sister and I stayed in Richmond a few months ago. Originally, they were looking for an Airbnb, and there are so many extra fees they don't show you until you're checking out.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the initial idea of Airbnbs was great, right? People who legitimately had an empty room in their house, even had a sofa that they wanted to rent out,
or a garage or anything, you know.
And they lived there, right? And they wanted to make a little bit extra money. I love that idea. Great,
you know,
but that's not the reality of what really happened.
I used to do this bit, and it actually happened. There was this cheap Airbnb. I'm talking like $80 a night, and I had to be in the wherever it was for a week, right? So I get in, nice room, everything's cool, and I walk in, and it's a mattress with no sheets and no towels, no nothing. And I thought maybe they were cleaning it, so I called the lady and I go, "Hey, listen, are you guys bringing linens?" And she says, "You want sheets? She is $5 extra. Oh, towel is $2 extra. Oh, you want soap? Soap is $1 extra." And she just kept like that. And I went, "Oh, okay, I'm starting to get it." You know what I did? I said, "Nah, I'm good." And I went to Goodwill, which was close, right? Bought a bunch of stuff. And then when I checked out, I just left it.
Yeah, exactly.
$5 a day for sheets?
Yeah, that's where the racket, that's where they get you.
Yeah, that's where they get you. Oh, listen here. What's this? Oh, Pennell, my Twitch was weird too. Thought it was me. Oh, people are complaining about their Twitch feeds. Don't know what's
Twitch
going
is twitchy.
on there. I know. What's
It
that?
happens.
Miles Mike's level is good. Oh,
Fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that, Nani.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Was your toilet a Home Depot bucket?
Yeah, flushing the toilet. That's an extra $5 every time you flush.
Well, you want to flush? Flushing is 50 cents.
So Mad Statter has a good point about cleanup. So Airbnbs, for people that don't know, can make their own rules,
of course.
including like take out your own trash, and we're not, they don't like do your sheets. They don't do housekeeping, well during your stay. So once I forgot to take out the trash.
How much?
$50.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And which is funny because I thought I paid a cleaning fee. So what's the cleaning fee for?
Well, there you go.
Anyway.
They probably have their teenage kid doing it. Hey, what's your... I never, I was in shock. There was a couple of young boys that lived across the street for a while, right? And I guess they were, 12, 13. And I asked the kid, "Hey, man, you want to make some extra money? Mow my lawn." I thought I'd throw him a bone. He goes, "Oh, okay." And I go, "What would you want for something like that?" He goes, "It's a front lawn? Yeah. $50? I went,
That's the premium service, Andy. If you're spending $50 to get your lawn mowed, that's a nice mower. That's a trained, that's a skilled
what are you going to replant? But I don't know if he knew. And I said, "Well, how about $20?
Yeah,
right?"
He said no.
He said no. But guess what? He held his price. I don't know.
All right.
Look at this. Caffeine says inflation. Adjusted
real.
for inflation. I used to mow lawns, but again, and when I was in, what was it? It must have been in late '60s. I was doing it for $10, so adjusted for inflation.
Oh, really?
A caffeine addict could be correct. Look, minimum wage is $50 an hour, bro. But it wouldn't take them 3 hours. Anyway, mowing lawn is minimum wage work. Yeah. Well, I get it. Well, but anyway, I think he just didn't want to do it. So he gave me the business no, which is asked too much. Okay, now, I don't know, we've been talking about these, coconut rhinoceros beetles, right?
Yeah.
Well, they came up with a way to try and eradicate them, but it may affect the coconut itself. So we'll have all these beautiful trees, but no one will be able to eat the fruit. Here, listen to this.
Injecting coconut trees with chemicals has proven effective in fighting coconut rhinoceros beetles. But can the coconuts be eaten after the trees injected?
Yikes.
Bryce Moore has answers.
Hawaii's Deputy Incident Commander for CRB Response says the chemicals are systemic, meaning they're injected into the roots and spread to every part of the tree.
The CRB will feed on the tree, and in the process of feeding, they take up the insecticide that's in those plant tissues, and then the beetles will die.
The Department of Agriculture says the insecticide affects the central nervous system of the beetles and is...
You know, maybe it's the Filipino in me, but I'm going, can you eat those? You know what I mean? Or maybe the larva, because you see the larvae, they're really big. I'm wondering, I'll put some shoyu, spam, slice them up. No?
Little rice.
Yeah. Oh, broke the mouth.
It's not lethal to humans, but there can still be side effects of high-level exposure.
There's some weakness involved with it, headaches, nausea. There's a few others we don't diagnose, right? We say, hey, if you're feeling bad, go and talk to a general practitioner.
The most common pesticide is imidacloprid, a compound made to mimic nicotine, which is toxic to insects. Experts say it's illegal to use it in coconut-producing trees where the fruit is then sold canned in markets or fresh on the street. But tracking who's following the rules, especially with roadside vendors, is tricky.
I think it's one of those situations it's really hard to track, and you would just have to kind of know your seller and trust them to tell you how the coconuts were grown.
The Department of Agriculture says they have no reports of illegal use of pesticides, adding if residents or tourists feel sick after eating coconuts with unknown origin.
Should someone feel ill after possibly consuming, for lack of a better term, an injected coconut, you are willing to take those reports in?
Yeah, definitely. If there's any concern about pesticide use or misuse, we have inspectors on all islands. We'll definitely come out there. Our policy is to reach out within 24 hours because human health is a major concern for the department.
We'll have more information on how to report suspicious use of insecticides and details on the main types of chemicals used to fight CRB in Hawaii on KHON2.com. Bryce Moore, KHON2 News, working.
How many people have that equipment to use nefariously?
Aren't they? I saw those at City Mill. I was just there. Yeah, I got a few.
No, you just saw that. You just saw the helmet.
Oh! It was just the helmet.
Excuse me. Where you keep the beetle killing juice? On aisle 3. Okay. Mahalo. Oh man.
Yeah, the place I'm staying in Haleiwa and my cousin who lives in Mukuleia, they both all over. They all have the beetle.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like they showed in the pictures, you can tell because the all the fronds, they're all snipped like that. That's what the beetles do. So that's how you can tell which teas are affected.
They look awful.
Yeah.
You can see. They just get in there and they just eat the whole tree.
So the beetles are destroying the tree, but the beetles don't touch the coconuts themselves, right?
No, but
But once the tree dies, no more coconuts, obviously.
That's like doctors say. You kill the body, the head die. How's it, Captain Paul Stewart? Mahalo for being here, you bugger. Hey, look, turn the beetles on to fentanyl. And Yoko Ono, which I don't know what the Yoko Ono has to do with anything, but this is the kind of humor he does.
Thanks, Captain.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Beetlejuice. Oh, that's great.
Nailed it.
Why didn't I
Nailed
go there? Nailed it. Oh, I love it. Okay.
Those are huge. Like
those are some big beetles. Oh yeah. Well, you know.
I mean, they're called rhinoceros beetles, right?
Because they have that horn that goes.
Yeah.
And they use that horn too. That's the horn they use to do the digging, like a rhinoceros.
Yeah.
Whoo! Say it again, caffeine addict.
Oh.
Yoko Ono broke up
Captain,
the Beatles.
good.
I can't. We think we know that, but to go from fentanyl to Yoko Ono.
What does Darlene say?
Yeah, I know.
Catch
I have heard that you can catch it earlier if you can. Well, earlier is always better. There's a beetle sniffing dog I've heard of that can catch and kill, especially the immature beetles. Wow. Imagine you get a like a mink because they're small. Have you ever seen those videos of the minks catching rats in these cow pastures and stuff? For rats, and these minks, they go down in the hole and grab them and bring them back out.
Oh,
I know. Anyway, now we're gonna do a one. This one warms my heart because local boy John Florence. By the way, lately he's just been calling himself John Florence because he's married and has a kid. But anyway, a two-time world surfing champ going to the Olympics. Okay, nice. Let's watch this. Yeehaw!
Well, two-time world champion John Florence is looking to add another title to his resume next week.
Keahi Tucker got an inside look at his quest for an Olympic medal.
Yes!
You may remember John Florence when he was a wee grum ripping on Oahu's North Shore.
By the way, when he was this age, right, he used to play in the shore break, and Kelly Slater, right, 11-time world champion, said, "Hey, how you doing, kid?" And they hung out and they were body surfing. He didn't even know that, Kelly Slater. And now he grew up to surf against him. It's just such an amazing story. Yeah, talk about passing the torch.
And aloha, Keone.
Now he's 31, married with a new boy, about to compete in his second Olympics at the world's most spectacular wave.
Look at this.
You could know nothing about surfing and still be moved by the lines John Florence draws on a wave, by his grace under pressure, or the way he takes flight.
Watch his aerial. Look.
That's wild.
To truly appreciate what he does,
He just stands up straight.
Consider where he's been.
Amazing.
A broken back, a broken wrist, broken leg, broken arm.
It's like mentally draining, like year after year of doing that.
And then back-to-back ACL tears, sidelining his world title chase.
You're just like, whoa, again, like, okay, I have to go through this again.
This is that moment the last time Florence popped his knee in 2019 in Brazil. In a flash, off the tour, in the hospital, another surgery.
And I went with like, okay, I'm injured, just a different situation than competing. But I'm just going to go with the process and enjoy the process of it and learn as much as I can and just kind of be present in what's happening.
Forced to adjust, Florence went through rehab, then bought a boat and disappeared.
Getting to sail with my wife down to Fiji is like incredible because, I mean, it's hard. It's tough on the boat. Like, I mean, it took us 18 days to get there, and we still talk about it today. Just some of the most incredible memories stopping at some islands in the middle, just completely like isolated from people and just thousands of miles from anything.
Far from the circus of pro surfing, Florence healed, then got back to work, putting in reps off his backyard on Oahu's North Shore, setting the stage for a comeback.
Exceptional surfing for John Florence. He's our champ.
So far this WSL season, Florence made it to 4 finals, took first in El Salvador, is ranked #1 in the world.
Let's hear it for John Florence.
And qualified to compete for a 3rd world championship.
Yeah, the title is definitely on my mind.
But before that, the Summer Games in Tahiti.
The Olympics is different because it's the Olympics. It just feels like a bigger than life type of event.
At a wave that feels bigger than life. Florence has been surfing Te Ahu Po'o since he was a teen.
By the way, I want to point something out. Okay, that's that beautiful wave in Tahiti, right? And everyone, 99% of the people call it chopu, right? All the surfers and pros and all. They go, I'm surfing chopu. And Keahi Tucker just called it Te Ahu Po'o, which is the correct Tahitian pronunciation. So nice. Right on, bro. Just wanted to point that out and give John a little more tube time.
At ease in one of the world's heaviest waves.
You just get in there and then you just enjoy it. You're just like, oh my gosh, like the scene when you're in there is you're like looking out at all the boats and the mountains and you just feel the wave like pulling you back, and it's just surreal to be able to be in like that much power and be able to kind of like let go and like enjoy it for a second.
A very different wave than the beach break at the Tokyo Olympics 4 years ago, when Florence, still recovering from his knee injury, lost in the early rounds.
I think this year the mindset, everything's just different, you know.
This time, he's healthy. His surfing is on point. His mental game is strong. And together with his wife, Lauren, his family is growing. With a new baby boy to put it all in perspective.
It's really cool because I feel like he's the most important thing in the world now, and it almost takes the pressure off surfing in a way. Like, it's just fun.
I love how she does the mommy bounce.
Yep.
You know, you just I can't pick up a baby without automatically getting into that. You know, it's really cool to see.
Go and have fun and do it and surf how I want, and it's not like a life or death feeling to it.
Living with joy, surfing with confidence, backed by a community that's watched him grow up.
This place is amazing. You know, the people here are amazing.
Look at
The
this
place is
prom
beautiful.
contest.
Do you plan to stay here, raise your boy on this beach and all that?
I want to stay here forever. It'd be hard to get me out of here.
The contest window opens in Tahiti this weekend and runs through August 4th. Nothing major on the horizon, but some fun-sized surf and good winds. I'm Keahi Tucker, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you, Keahi.
That is
yeah, the
wild.
Olympics start tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the surfing Olympics part, or is it all of it? I cut it off too early. Sorry. Ooh, hello, Felicia Nichols. That's from Darlene S. Te Ahupo'o. Te Ahupo'o is really way out. You have to, well, it's really, I think it's Po'o, right? With Okina and 2 O's, I think. I'm telling Keone. I might get arrested. Yeah, there is. And what does it mean, Keone? Because Po'o is head, right? And it's such a shallow reef. I'm going, and I don't know Tahitian, but Te Ahupo'o means like bump your head or watch your head or something. I'm thinking, I wonder if it means. Is Miles a surfer?
I am not a surfer. I have surfed as a kid, did like twice.
How did that happen?
Like took like a surf lesson while I was here in Hawaii, you know. I did, I don't know, probably like 10 or 12. I did catch a wave or two probably, but no, I like swimming and I like snorkeling.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, if you're in Boston, it's difficult to keep that surfing up.
It's real. It's true. Not a huge surfing scene in Boston,
dude.
But we do have. I mean, we are on the coast. So
yeah.
we do
No,
have,
there's, you know, Kelly Slater. You know, of course, 11-time world champ. I mentioned it before. He lived in Florida.
Oh yeah.
You know, known for its 1 foot mush, and that's where he basically, you know, cut his teeth.
Yeah.
I know. Ooh, Bay of Skulls. No, he's question mark, so he's asking. I don't know. I'm guessing a bunch of people are Googling right now.
Quick. Who's got it first? Okay, Matt Satter says it looks like July 27th, 10 a.m. West Coast time. When surfing starts.
When the surfing starts? Oh,
cool.
Yeah, okay, great.
Awesome.
Who's going to beat us? You know,
I mean,
that's like the whole basketball thing, even though Canada did really well, didn't they? No?
I'm not following the sports ball games. No, sorry, y'all.
I'm not a big sports guy either. Okay, now we're gonna go from John, who you know, amazing guy, another waterman who accidentally got run over by his own escort boat.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I know, but it's interesting. He's a different kind of waterman. A waterman's different than a surfer. Watermen are, you know, like, some surfers are watermen, but not all surfers are watermen. Anyway, so check this out.
First tonight, a Maui waterman, author, and speaker with 15 World Championship event wins has an important message for ocean lovers.
Sometimes the little mistakes can bring heavy consequences. Sir
Little?
Eddie Dowd has more on the adventurer who's now out of the water for weeks.
30-year-old Zane Schweitzer says he was out training for a stand-up paddling competition last Tuesday when a wildlife encounter led to an accident that could have turned deadly.
We had an accident training for the paddling.
The ocean sports world was shocked to see Zane Schweitzer in a hospital bed, because this is what we're used to seeing. The Maui waterman is known for charging huge waves. His excellence in wind sports has repeatedly earned him the title Master of the Ocean. A week ago, Schweitzer was on a stand-up paddleboard training run about a mile off Maui's north shore.
And all of a sudden, I have these dolphins riding right behind me on the same swell.
Cool.
He took advantage of the rare and beautiful moment and jumped off his board to look below the surface. Schweitzer says his escort boat was in front of him. He didn't notice the boat had turned.
He must have also noticed the pod of dolphins and veered away from his direction. I noticed the commotion and had the only time to lift my head up and put my hands in front of my face. And the boat hit me dead on in the face.
Zane says he suffered several hairline fractures and cuts from the propeller blade on his face and back.
As a waterman, we always got to find a lesson to walk away from, whether it's a win or a loss.
I think the lesson is don't kiss a propeller.
Oh my gosh.
And they cut his lip. Did you see that? He's so lucky.
That could have been, that could have been it.
It could have been it.
Wave beat down or whatnot. And I consider this situation a win in the end, because I'm fortunate enough to walk away from it.
While in the hospital, Schweitzer missed attending the ESPY Awards in Los Angeles, where fellow Maui surfers were honored for helping their community after the Lahaina wildfire disaster. He also missed the Paddle Imua contest, and his rehab will take about 2 months. But he's still grateful.
For the sake that I'm alive and miraculously assured of full recovery. In the end, I have nothing but love and forgiveness for all parties involved, including the boat operator. I think the biggest takeaway there is, it's not always the 100-foot waves or the gale force winds that are the biggest danger on the water. It's the choices we make and the people we surround ourselves with, and we have to be really cautious because oftentimes the biggest hazards are other people and crafts.
Schweitzer has received more than 1,000
what makes you say that?
messages online, and he wants to thank everyone for their support and plans to get back in the water as soon as he can. Eddie Dowd, Hawaii News Now.
Okay, here we have a few people chimed in, but here's Keone saying Te Ahupo'o is a new name because it collected heads because of the endangered surf. I kind of guessed that because
all right.
No, I mean, that wave, and it's interesting, us in Hawaii, even in the last video you saw, you see wave breaking. There's this kind of foamy stuff that comes over. Te Ahupo'o is like solid water coming over, man. You get hit by that. I mean, have somebody throw one bucket of water at you, it'll knock you over, and that thing drives you straight into the reef. That's why when you see these, like John, just chilling, standing up straight, going, "Oh, this is cool," it could kill you.
Yeah. And you got to have a lot of practice to be able to make it look that easy.
Yeah, and look at this. It because it collected heads. Ouch.
Hey.
Man. So that question mark was correct when someone said, I can't remember who it was, when they said collector of heads or severed skulls. Yeah. Wow. No wonder they called it chopu. They don't want to go Te Ahupo'o because it's a harbinger of something.
Yeah.
8-inch thick lip. Yeah, too much. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to take off. No give me no lip. Okay, let's see. Heavy consequences, definitely a lost state of mind.
Yeah.
I once got a nosebleed. Look at this here. This is Pinnell. I once got a nosebleed from getting hit by a wave right on Lake Huron. A nosebleed? He must have just got hit
I was
flat.
Just a big, yeah.
Well, a lot of tourists will do that. You see them, and, like, I remember at Yokohama Bay where we used to surf a lot. Here'd be this 4-foot shore break, and you see these Marines, they stand there like that, and they just kind of lean in a little bit like this water's good. All of a sudden, boom, boom. They're just like flat.
Actually, Kamaka Brown just reposted a funny video that some guy posted that was just, you know,
just that
what locals see at the beach from tourists, and just, you know, just tourists getting pummeled.
Oh, they get pounded.
See,
and you try to tell them, you know.
See, I've been coming here since I was a kid, so
Yeah.
I know you don't take your eye off the ocean. No. You don't walk backwards. You don't turn your back to the water. People don't know that.
Do you go? Do you go to Sandy Beach and do the body surfing thing?
No.
Okay. Look at this, Captain. I quit. Autocorrect is killing me. I know that.
You're trying.
I know the autocorrect is a mean one.
Yeah.
I know. Hey, there's Kenny Roberts.
Hey,
Speaking
Kenny.
of, we just showed a picture of you and Kavika with Miles and Jan and your and Kavika's wife, right?
Yep.
Yeah. How's my memory? Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Sandy Beach breaks on shoreline. Ouch. Yes, it did. Yeah. Who never go right at Yokohama? Yeah, and that's the real name, Ke'awaula. Yeah, which red tide? Am I mistaken? Something like that. Yeah. Ke'awaula. I wonder. Yeah. Anyway, I remember an old guy teaching me how to body surf and what to do to be safe. He gave me good lessons so I can be safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's if you can do it right, you know, you don't fight it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Put your ego aside. You're not going to win.
You will not win against the ocean.
Will not win against the ocean. Okay, now we're going to do we're going to take a look at a little video, and this one is about. You know what? We haven't done all your pictures.
Oh, let's show more pictures.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
We have
Who
a
else
few
did
more.
I
Okay.
get together with?
Well, first of all, Kenny, here's the one that we showed of you when Miles was over there at what's the name of the gym?
Nalus.
Nalus.
Yep.
Yeah, Nalus. I did a guest sit there one time when I went to see him, and who is this here?
That's me with my my former teacher, Anne. She teaches woodwind instruments at Boston Conservatory. So when you're getting your master's in music education, you have to study every single instrument. She happens. She actually just left on Wednesday. She happened to be house sitting. She and her husband Chris were house sitting in Hauula.
Okay.
So they didn't really know anything about Hawaii. They just had a friend who needed their house sat. So I kind of showed them around, and we met up, and we went to Kualoa Ranch after.
Wow!
Did a little like the jungle expedition tour.
Look at you!
So so I got to show her around. Gave her some Lihing powder.
Yeah.
Said because she was like what kind of
snort
stuff?
this.
Pour the entire bag on your mouth. No. No, I told her put it on your fruit, put it on your pineapple. She said she put it on brownies and it was good.
Brownies?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be
man,
good?
I've heard papaya and watermelon. But
Yep.
brownies?
I put it on my pineapple.
Yeah.
I just put it on everything, but so
good.
So she was around
that's
for a
who that
few weeks.
was.
So
Okay.
I got to meet up with her and hang out and show her around Oahu a little
They
bit.
must have really appreciated that. Going, oh,
Yeah.
Miles,
Yep.
or your I can't think of the word. Sorry. I was going to say, not projecting your inner kama'aina, your
Channeling.
Channeling. That was it.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Trying to be the best host as possible.
There we go. So what about this? Who's this here?
And then we've got my godmother. That's my Auntie Jo. She worked with my mom. Mom, if you're still watching, there's Auntie.
Okay.
Yeah, she worked with my mom. Here in Hawaii back in the day, and she's been my godmother. And it's been a few years since I saw her because she and her husband were being very close with them.
And what island was this?
She's here on Oahu. Yeah,
Oh,
she
she's
lives.
on Oahu.
She lives like right in town, like Kaimuki, Kalihi. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
And let's see here. Oh, we know who that is.
we got Photo Luke and we got Kaupena, who actually, I don't know if I probably didn't send you the other photo, but I landed on like a Saturday, got into Honolulu around noon, threw my stuff off at the Ala Moana Hotel, changed into my swim trunks and went right to the beach. And then I hear shouting, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, not for me. And
hey, buy me a drink first.
like, hey, whatever. And then she comes and she runs and she stops right in front of me. She goes, I know you from Andy's show.
No way.
Yeah, I literally been on the island for like an hour, and it was on this like middle of the street. So, her and her daughter Crystal, who they've sent drops before.
They did the drop together when she did the classic eye roll. Yeah. So you put on your Ray-Bans and said, okay, please, but try to keep it down.
Yeah, don't shout, don't tell everyone I'm here.
So you've never met her before?
We hadn't met. It was so cool. Yeah,
wow.
And I'm so glad she recognized me because I wasn't in my mode of like looking for someone. If I had been looking for her, I would have seen her and recognized her. Yeah. I mean, we've been Facebook friends, forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we met a few days later at that's the Mo'ili Bon Dance, and Photo Luke performs with his taiko drumming, and so it was super cool. It's a small world.
What a talk story.
I know, and that's
what happened.
Like why this place it's not a vacation. It is a vacation, but it also feels like coming home.
That blows my mind. She saw you on the beach.
So
now,
cool.
and then what did you do? Meet up with Photo Luke? Looks like at a Bon Dance.
Yeah, that was the Mo'ili Bon Dance. That was a few days later because I got in like Saturday, so that was like the next week.
Wow, that is too much. Isn't it funny how you run into people?
I know, it's so fun.
When you go to Hawaii,
Yeah, and people who recognize me from your show, Andy.
That just blows my mind.
It's awesome.
Wow. Okay, and then of course we've already seen this one, but we want to show it again. And this was on Maui.
Kauai.
Kauai, that's right.
Yeah.
They're from Kauai.
Yeah, they're on Kauai.
And it looks like you're driving.
No. No. I drive my scooter.
You still haven't got a driver's license.
I still haven't. I know.
Oh, that's too much.
I know.
You have no interest in getting one.
It's not on the priority list. And now, honestly, now that I've got the scooter, my commute to work is about the same time it would take to drive.
Wow.
And if there's traffic, I get there faster.
Wow.
Because I can go around. So yeah, right now, no, not on the list.
Not on the list of priorities.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this. Caffeine Addict says, a star is born.
Love Pat says, so when are you moving to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Well,
you gotta work.
I have a 5-year plan to move here.
You
and
did.
3 years ago it was a 5-year plan, and in 3 years it will probably still be a 5-year plan. But I'm calling it a 5-year plan. Because I would love to move here and
Miles,
go to UH.
when you have a 5-year plan, as time goes down, you're supposed to remove time from the 5-year plan. It doesn't stay a 5-year plan.
Wait, what do you mean?
Okay. Do it your way.
Time is an illusion.
Mad Statter, 2 stories, one on the mating of the squid and the second on the battle of yeah.
I think we're interrupting something.
Private conversation. Avert your eyes.
But I would love to move here, love Pat. Surprisingly enough, the cost of living Honolulu compared to Boston, it's actually pretty similar.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Problematically, yeah.
What about food prices?
Food prices are more here. Yeah,
that's
of course.
That's what the difference is.
Exactly. Goods just have, are just that more expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you search Craigslist, you can find excellent deals on scooters.
You know what? You can.
There's a guy selling one right now that I think he paid $700, kept it for like less than a month.
And he's giving it away for like $500. I think. Yeah, he's even throwing in a free master lock. So you can lock it up.
What about the helmet?
Free helmet if you have a size head that is equivalent to ages 8 to 14.
Does the helmet still fit after being recognized on the beach?
No, I had to get a new one. Head too big. Yeah. Amazing. Actually, I went to Target to get the helmet, and I had one option because it was the one that fit me, and it was a kid size.
Yeah, I emailed you. I got a bunch of helmets,
but
they're large.
Yeah, and I have the one that I wear at home is a medium, and I can wear my full winter hat underneath it.
Look at this, Keone. You guys move here.
I know.
And only people who speak Pidgin know the syntax on that sentence. You guys move here.
Yeah.
Because anybody else would go, you guys move here?
You guys move here.
Yeah, you
Yes,
guys
yes.
move here.
Move here. Yeah.
Well, we don't move other places? I can still move. No. Hey, you guys move here.
Cost of living is exceptionally less in Thailand. This is true.
Protect your coconut miles. Ooh, yeah. Look, if you love Spam and Vienna sausage, you'll survive in Hawaii.
Not on the Vienna sausage level. I'm all about the Spam. All about the Spam musubi, but not on the Vienna sausage level.
Ever since Mad Statter's review.
It's been a while since I've had them, but I do remember them resembling the smell and taste and consistency of
She
what I
brought
would
that up
imagine
in
to
her
be cat
review.
food.
She brought that up in her review. And she has cats. But she didn't compare it to cat food. She just said there's a definite smell. Look, Spam can too. Vienna sausage, not so much.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The jury is
Exactly.
out. Hey, look who's still
my mom
here.
used to love Vienna sausages.
I love Vienna sausage.
Yeah, go for it. More for you, Andy.
Look at the
More for you.
pause. I love your pause. Okay.
More for you. If I ever get any, I'll send it right to you, Andy.
Thank you so much.
And now here's the follow-up question. Do you have a color preference?
Oh, yellow can.
Okay, yellow can.
Gotta be yellow. Okay. Yeah. And for those of you who may not know what we're talking about, you might want to check out Mad Statter's show on Twitch and on YouTube. And she does.
She did a deep dive.
Yeah,
so
she
you
did
don't
a
have
deep
to.
dive. Oh no cat food. But her cat wouldn't eat it. Oh no! Wait, did she or didn't she? Matt Statter, are you still watching? Did your cat eat the Vienna? I think she did. You know, the chicken one. Maybe she did. Anyway, we're going to take a look at a video of some people who are trying to build tiny houses for homeless Kupuna in Waianae, based on the success of the same kind of program in Waimanalo. So let's check this out.
At 5, it worked in Waimanalo. How about Waianae? Our Mahalani Richardson reports on a group hoping to build tiny homes for Kupuna on state land.
Homeless advocates say today's announcement is a step forward, and their goal is to house 40 homeless Kupuna.
Wow, great.
At Polka Ibe in Waianae, a homeless woman can barely walk. She needs medical treatment and a safe home, but has no place to go. A grassroots group, Waianae Moku Kupuna Council, has been watching over homeless Kupuna like her and others like 60-year-old Jackson Gay.
When did we become dirt? Because I'm not dirt. And so I'm standing for this for the Kauhale.
Waianae Moku Kupuna Council announced initial plans for a Kauhale, a tiny homes project with the help of Blanche McMillan of Hui Mahi'ai Aina, a Kauhale project on state property in Waimanalo.
We're going to follow Auntie Blanche's model because it works for them. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel.
If the Kupunas are ready and want to come along with us, we would want to take off 50 and give them one forever house, one safe place to go.
The Kupuna Council is looking at 3 government-owned properties in Leeward Oahu. This one on Kula'aupuni Street in Ma'ili is on state land next to Ma'ili'ili Stream, near Farrington Highway and the Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center.
We love the Kupuna Council.
Former State Representative John Mizuno is Governor Green's homelessness coordinator and met with the Kupuna Council last week.
What a job title.
On the west side, the Waianae Coast, there's distrust with government. I don't blame them.
It comes with the glasses.
And so you really
Those are
want
some
an
glasses.
initiative, a Kauhale initiative on the west side to be led by the people from the Waianae Coast. To me, that's the only way we're going to get any successful buy-in from the community.
The Kupuna Council's Kauhale project is partly inspired by Auntie Lovey Aona, who was living on the beach and wheelchair-bound. Last year, she and others got temporary housing in Hawaiian Homeland's property after advocates staged a brief occupation.
Hi, Auntie Lovey.
Hi.
In May, Aona was hospitalized with an infection and then moved back to the beach. Today, she's safely living in the Waimanalo Kauhale.
Hearing her story and trying to help her in this journey, it's our journey too.
Advocates say they hope to start the project by the end of the year. Reporting from Puka'i, I'm Mahealani Richardson, Hawaii News Now.
You know, having grown up in that area, you know, we said Puka'i Bay, Maili, Waianae. Now it's Waianae, Puka'i, Ma'ili. You know, it's like, and it's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I'm going, wow, it's really cool that they, you know, put so much effort into that. And I'm sure it warms Keone's heart.
I mean, I'm so glad that they're doing that. I think, there's some quote where, you know, the mark of how good a civilization is how we treat our people who have the least, right? The people in most need. Yeah. How do we treat them? That reflects on us as a society. And I think, it's great.
I think Hawaii, you know, mentally is more into that, you know. But it's funny, you know, as you get older in America, you know, there's generations who just think it's funny. I remember when I was riding a motorcycle, you know, and I was only like 50 at the time, you know, and they go, how old are you? And I go, 50. And these young guys would laugh. You're 50? You know, dude, it's not like I have a choice. What do you think? Yeah, I know, I picked the wrong number. I should have been 35, but hey, you know, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, you know. Aloha in action. That's how, man. Yeah. Exactly. I know this one. And then Kenny says, remember Pray for Sex Beach near Makua Cave? Yeah, there was a beach there, and there was a big rock, and someone painted Pray for Sex on this big rock, and people kept repainting it. So the beach became known as Pray for Sex. And it got to the point where people go, hey, me and our family going camping. Oh, yeah, where you guys going? Oh, we're going down Pray for Sex. Oh, okay. Nobody blinks an eye, you know. But, yeah, I remember that beach well, right?
Is it still there?
I haven't been there in a while because, you know, I'm at that age, right? You know.
Well, I mean, once you're past 50.
I don't care how much you pray. If they make fun of me, they get to feel my cane.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that kung fu movie where the guy's walking with the staff, you know. Which is, by the way, why the monks in the, in the 14th century and stuff, when they cruised around, they were the only ones that really cruised around. They always carried staffs because they used it as a martial arts weapon. They were really good at it too. Yeah. Ooh, too funny. Family going camping at Pray for Sex Beach. Well, thank you. Bring the kids. Daddy, what's that say on the rock? It says, mind your own business. Oh, okay. That's how you spell them.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, the beach is, I don't know about the name of the rock.
Yeah.
The beach is still there, yeah.
Beach is there, yeah. They didn't move it anywhere.
Well, you know, they erode and sometimes go away. And then there was tons of homeless people there. In fact, I'm working on a bit, you know, maybe on this Maui show. I should mention that too. But the bit is, you know, my wife goes, oh, you know, our daughter, she wants to go camping. So I had to tell her, Amy, I'm still paying a mortgage. For me, camping feels like rehearsing being homeless. And I don't know if you've been to the beach lately, you go down 50 feet away, there's some brother who tapped into the light post. He'd been there 5 years. He got, you know, Netflix and internet.
They get sophisticated. If you've been out there long enough.
Man, I know it's, man.
Yeah.
Don't forget the sex wax. That was a real popular wax. It was a brand of wax called sex wax.
Yeah, it still is, I think.
You remember? How do you know that? I thought you don't surf.
It's because I see it in stores.
Oh.
Yeah.
You go to stores?
I've one or two. I've been inside. That's true.
I always remember when I was a kid, we had old people did not play, and they would not fight with you with hand. They would shoot you, at least threaten to. And they never tested them. It was kind of scared of them. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So, still living in Oakland? Man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Still got them. Oh, and here's the signature Mad Statter line. Aloha, lurkers and K Crew.
Always aloha to the lurkers. You know, there's no reason why all the lurkers can't just type K in the chat or just aloha. Or
Aloha.
Hi.
There we go.
We like to say hi to the lurkers. We don't bite.
And here's Keone says, I remember when people had vacation homes there, including Skippy in Israel. We would go almost every weekend until the state repossessed the homes.
All right.
Okay. I think I bought into it a little too heavy and then confused myself. But, I mean, you know, the vacation homes where I think they set up, you know. Full on
a vacation home.
Blue tarp things.
yeah.
And then the state went, you know what, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Andy. Today's Thursday. What are you up to tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Are you up to anything?
What a segue. You are a pro, that's for sure. Hold on. Let me see.
And Nani's helping you out, too.
Yeah, there she goes. Mention the gig. Okay, here. This is my website here. And tomorrow, Frank De Lima, Augie Tolba, and I will be at... wait a minute. What's going on here? Okay. Anyway, I can't make this... I should be able to... I can't... Oh, here. Sorry. Duh.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, there. Augie, Frank, and I will be at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center. Okay. You can go to the MauiArts.org and get tickets there. And it's a big room. I think it seats 900 or something. Wow. There's still some tickets available. So go there. This is part of our Legends Tour. I don't know if I told you this, but Augie and I wanted to call it the Come See Us Before We're Dead Tour. But Frank didn't go for it. This picture, by the way, is Frank winning a Nahoku Hano Hano. And I asked Augie, who just started in comedy, to come join me. So Augie puts these posters together. So here's, this is a before and after of the three of us. Isn't that cool?
That's great.
I know.
Those are great photos.
But
Yeah, talk about legends.
Yeah, and the bottom picture is still old because you can tell my hair is black.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, you know what? There's another website I wanted to show you. Anyway, that's tomorrow on Maui, if you like.
Everyone on Maui, go get tickets at Castle Theater.
And then there is the Miles Wilcox website. Look at this here. And this one here, let me, wait. Oh, I need to close this. Things in the way I can't see it. But anyway, welcome to Mr. Miles. There we go. Now you're saying to get a master's, you gotta get all of these instruments wired?
Well, you have to take a proficiency exam on not all those instruments, but violin, viola, cello, all the wind instruments, all the brass instruments. Yeah, so because I teach elementary school, including band and orchestra. Oh, okay. So I have to be able to teach all the instruments for at least for like 2 years, basically.
So they can get their money's worth. Oh, exactly. And look, this is the video.
There's your video. Yeah,
that's an amazing. And what's this here?
Our Berkeley program for musicians with disabilities has been featured on PBS NewsHour and a few other news sources. That in the purple hair is my friend and co-teacher Nadia, who was watching earlier.
And she wished she turned her head so they could see her on PBS. Oh, and this is us.
There's us.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, you got all kinds of videos. So the again, the website is mileswilcox.weebly.com.
Yep. And I've got a contact form on that. Especially if you know any musicians with disabilities who are interested in studying music, I do Zoom
right here.
I do Zoom and online lessons, so I can meet from people from everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You bugger, you got 'em, huh?
Keeping busy.
Miles, are you any relation to the Wilcox, that Wilcox Hospital?
Very, very distantly. So those are the Wilcoxes that came over as missionaries from Connecticut. So when they came over from like wherever they came from in Europe, I was related to those Wilcoxes, but I'm not directly related to the ones that came over from Connecticut. If you know the Grove Farm plantation on Kauai, that was the Wilcox family that ran that plantation, and there's a book about the family. So I've read a little bit about those Wilcoxes. Not sure about any relation to Leslie Wilcox, but love her work.
Mariana wants to know how many instruments you play.
I don't know, a lot.
Wait, what would now? I'm guessing the cello would be your favorite, right?
It's my primary instrument. So I cello and viola are my two primary instruments, I would say. But I do ukulele a lot. I teach a lot of ukulele. I do it like I say beginner piano. I'm not like super advanced on piano, but at school I do play and have to teach, flute, saxophone, clarinet, trumpet, trombone, percussion, violin, viola, cello, bass. Most, I would say my strength is my string instruments. So, yeah.
Kainoa here.
Oh, hey, Kainoa.
Yeah, there you go. What's your favorite food? What does that come from?
We're just learning about each other. We're just sharing information.
I like cello. And you know what I like? I like cello, strawberry cello. That's my favorite food.
I'm guessing that's a question for me.
I'm guessing.
I don't know if I have a favorite food.
Yeah.
When I'm here in Hawaii, my favorite place to grab food is 7-Eleven. And spam musubi and manapua are always on the top of my list.
Top of the list.
And Keone Nuna City got a U-bass. Those are super cool. Did you get it? It's tuned like a bass, but it's ukulele scale. So it's
small.
Keone, did you get it with the metal strings or with like the rubber strings?
Where are you reading that? Am I missing something?
A little further up.
A little further. Oh.
There it is. Just got a U-bass. I don't know how to play it. Yeah, click right there.
I thought it was Kenny.
I
Kenny. Just got a uk bass. Okay.
They're very cool.
Very cool.
Very
cool. Okay, now we're going to do the last piece of business here. And this is sort of a public service announcement because this happened, I think, in June, right? The end of June. But they're still looking for this guy. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Andy. Melvin just tuned in.
What?
Hey, Melvin.
Where's Melvin?
Oh, scroll down. She just tuned in.
Oh, where? Oh, there she is, Melvin, who just
Aloha.
tuned in. Are you related to Kauai Wilcox family?
We were just, we were just saying. So very, very distantly related. The Wilcoxes came over from, like Ireland or England or whatever to Connecticut. And then the Connecticut branch who came over were the missionaries, and I'm not directly related to them. Wow. I am Wilcox by adoption. So but my birth family, my great grandmother is 100% Kanaka Maoli, Virginia Kahawanu heirs. So I do have Hawaiian ancestry. But not through the Wilcoxes.
Not through the Wilcoxes. By the way, Melvin, happy belated birthday. Melvin turned 81.
That's right, 81. Because last year I tried to get to your party, Melvin, and it did not happen with my schedule. But someday, Melvin, if it ever works out and we ever happen to be in the same place, I would love for you to sign one of my Melvin lead records because I have a few of your records that I found at thrift stores.
You have a few. That's to say the least. There you go. Hi, Melvin. Everybody's saying, hey, hi. Aloha, no. Aloha, Melvin. And when she comes in, everybody's always excited. Well, we're just about to end the show, Mel, but you can help us. Yay! You can help us because we're trying to find someone that the police is having difficulty locating.
Oh, yeah. Keep your eyes out.
Keep your eyes out for this, brother. So listen to this. I don't know why. I shouldn't be smiling, but we'll freeze frame and I'll explain why.
Police are looking for this man for damaging a car. You can see the suspect get out of a car. He then walks to another car, which has dash cam video.
Pull up your pants.
HPD says the man broke the side view mirror then used the mirror to break the driver's side window, injuring the victim. This happened on June 30th on Pa'a Street. The suspect was driving an older model gold Chevy Tahoe with a red lift gate. If you might know who this is, you're asked to call police.
Okay.
Anyone? Melvin?
I'm freeze phrasing this here because here's the deal. If you ever find yourself in a road rage situation and this brother get out of the car, and at this point right here, it should dawn on you why car manufacturers created the reverse gear. Okay? Now, unless somebody's behind you, you put that bugger in reverse. And here's another question too. Look right around here. Okay? Wouldn't you press the gas and try to go around it?
He had room.
Or maybe that's a dead end over there. But still, it's a dead end if he gets through that window too, right?
Yikes.
But I gotta tell you, this right here, look at this Sole. And I love when he pull his pants up as he's coming out. He's not mad enough to go, I've got to look good for the camera. Huh?
That's how you know he's serious. And taking his earrings off. Yeah, get ready.
Taking his earrings off. I think his gold chaining went like that. But look at this here. Whoo! Oh, that's my uncle. Look at it. How can they miss this big dude? Okay, look here. Let me just tell you. Even if I knew who this guy was, I'm not saying nothing. I know, hell out of there.
Yeah,
if Melvin says, put that bugger in reverse, then drive forward and ram. Oh, sorry, Etira. You are from Molokai.
Uh-oh, Captain Paul.
Captain Paul. Hey, isn't that your sidekick?
Uh-oh, James. James let himself go.
I know. Hey, Big Squirrel Nuts, mahalo for subscribing. Oh, so true, Andy. I'd be looking for sure this guy. The other thing you could do, too, is, when brother was right about this, this dawned on me as I was watching it. Right when let me find it here. When he was wait a minute, right there, right? I'd have pulled my car. Now, see, watch the window come down. Okay? When the window comes down, right here, boom.
You can see the suspect
get out. I would have pulled my car up and just held his door closed.
Blocked him in.
Oh, you broke my face. You got to get out the other side. How's that? And while he was climbing over,
then
put him in race and hele aku.
Yeah.
That's what I would do, man. Ooh, that's not a dead end. Oh, that's a big boy.
It's the old Big Boy restaurant. Oh, I don't know where that is.
I don't know. Oh, where this is, they said what street it is.
It's Pa'a Street.
Yeah. Oh, Pa'a. Yeah, okay. So that's, what's the industrial area over there? I forgot. Mapuna. Yeah. I had to think of the Lono song. Bang 'em! Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, that happened to a friend of mine. I'll end on this story. It was terrible. A friend of mine ended up in the same exact situation. He was a musician for Keola and Kapono Beamer when I was opening for them. He showed up one day. He was all frazzled, and he explained being in that situation, but that guy stood in front of his car with a baseball bat, and he just hit the gas. He said it was terrible. He was crying. He goes, I could hear the guy screaming as he was rolling under my car. I said, did the wheels lift off when they hit the? Because that's how you tell how big that bugger is.
Ooh,
I know. Ooh.
Get out of there.
He wants to talk to you about your car warranty. Yeah, I know. I love this. I love how he put the window down so you could see how big he was. Then he came out. You should have taken the warning when you saw him from the window.
Exactly.
Why not jam? That's the thing. I'm just boom. Melvin! By the way, Melvin does a Facebook every Sunday at 11 o'clock, I believe it is.
Yep.
Go check her out. She does a full hour at least of whatever theme she decides for that year. And again, just celebrated her birthday and still going. And whenever we play your videos, Mel, everyone says, that voice, OMG. Gee.
Yep.
Ooh, and Andre Gomez says, man, I want to live there just so I would not be a guy coming out to hit you with his hands. I want to go to such a nice place. Yeah, I know. Yeah, instead of...
So nice.
Hey! Pew pew, as they call it on the internet, because you can't use the G word.
Oh, is that the...
That's the code name for...
Got it.
It's pew pew.
A little pew pew.
What's this? Oh, and what is Nani saying? Are you going to play the rest of the news story? No, that's the end of it. That was the end of it.
Yeah.
Here, that's the end of the news story. It's just, if you see this guy, follow it. I mean, it's short. Here, I'll show you it.
Police are looking for this man for damaging a car. You can see the suspect get out of a car. He then walks to another car, which has
Hold up, hands up.
HPD says the man broke
And
the
he's
side
talking
view
already.
mirror,
You like scrap.
then used the mirror to break the driver's side window, injuring the victim. This happened on June 30th on Pa Street. The suspect was driving an older model gold Chevy Tahoe with a red lift gate. If you might know who this is, you're asked to call police.
See, that's the end of it right there now.
There we go.
Yeah. I love that. He has a gold Tahoe with a red lift gate.
Keep your eyes peeled, everybody.
I mean, it's like, why not just put a neon sign on your head?
Yeah.
Anybody can find that.
Uh-oh, Melvin.
Looks like one of my ex-husbands. Oh, that's the last thing the driver saw. I don't know. Papo Colea. Yeah, maybe, yeah. I know. Danny Kalekini grew up Papo Colea. In fact, I did an in-the-car interview with him, and we drove through there. You know what I mean? And I if I'm not mistaken, somebody kind of, because, if you're a car they don't recognize, they give you attitude, right? He goes, slow down, slow down, slow down. He rolled in his window. What? Oh, hey, Danny. Yeah, how's it, bro? Oh, okay. Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, oh, okay. I was like, wow, Danny. Sorry, yeah. Oh, the Tahoe gives out angry vibes. Well, that gold, slightly dented, red tailgate, maybe you don't road rage with that bugger. Okay, gang, so that's it. And let me thank these the people who followed us on YouTube and on Patreon. Okay, let me play
all
that
the
right.
members,
all the members.
supporters.
Thank you so much. Yeah, in fact, anyway, here we go. Because we can't interrupt that, right? I was telling Miles, we were talking while that was playing. I said, no, we're muted. Whew. Like I said, just bust out your rosary for that guy. Oh, I know.
All right, I'm going to say goodnight to Maggie and Ren. Thanks for tuning in. M. St. Germain. Those are my student and her mom.
Okay. And they're taking off now? Getting a little late for them on that side.
Late. Yeah.
On the East Coast there.
Yep.
Mahalo, Andy, for a fun stream, Miles and Gengi. Okay, we want to thank our moderationists. First of all, Nani Aloha, also an associate producer. I don't know if Shakalaka was here, but Rick S., Devin, and also C. Honda, who not only handles the X side of things, she posts on X, formerly known as Twitter, and also the Discord side, and she does these wonderful descriptions of the YouTube videos that we post. So mahalo to her for all the work she does. She can't be here on Thursdays because she has an obligation with her church. But there we go. Okay, and Ole Pilikia. Keone, he's saying mahalo for...
Mahalo, Keone.
There we go. Hui ho, Gengi, that's
Hui ho. Thanks, Melvin, for tuning in.
Yeah.
And thanks, GB, for your super chat, $9.99.
Oh, there he is. Wow. Thanks for picking up on that. I'm sorry, GB, I didn't see that, but Eagle Eye Miles caught it. Thanks, Yubanga. And what is this? My watch going off, and it says, are you GB. Oh, yeah, Super Chat. Miles beat you to it, Nani. How's that? Not easy to do. Okay, gang. Mahalo nui loa. We're going to hit the button. And again, we're taking August off so I can redo this rat's nest and turn it into something where I don't have to use green screen. Hopefully. Okay, there's my beauty shot. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. And Miles, thank you for being here. When are you leaving?
I'm leaving on Sunday. Red eye on Sunday night, then straight to work on Monday morning.
Oh, tell them that story. It's a non-stop flight.
Non-stop flight. I'm leaving here like 2-something p.m. Takes 11 hours straight to Boston. I get in 6:30 a.m. Boston time. I get in an Uber and I head right to work from the airport. Got to go teach the kiddos.
Good to be young. No way I could pull that off.
Mahalo, everybody, for watching. Thanks, Pakoliti. Thanks, Colleen. We got everybody saying hi.
Yep.
Thanks, Mom.
Getting ready for the toot. There we go. Mahalo. Let's put Mom's. I just love your mom's picture. I mean, this thing is.
She made it herself. She's a graphic designer and photographer too, and musician. Yep.
Is it odd to hear people go, "Hey, your mom's hot"? It feels weird, doesn't it?
She's a very pretty lady.
Yeah, she is. Okay, here we go. Thank you. And again, we'll see you whenever the first Thursday in August, September is. Okay? So thanks, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, 2.